Hey everyone, want to do business with an American? In this video, I'm going to talk about what it takes to do business in America. Now, full disclosure, I'll only focus on New York City where I grew up because New York City is the center of business, it's the center of the financial industry. And I could talk about other parts of the United States, but that's going to be for another video. I'm just going to focus on New York City and doing business in New York City. So what you're going to get out of this video is a couple of tips on the do's and don'ts of doing business with Americans, specifically New Yorkers. So let's get started. The most important thing in New York City is that everybody is constrained with time. Nobody has time for anything. So whatever you do, do not be late. Yes, we have a 10-minute grace period, but in New York City, there is no grace period. Nobody has time. And also expect that a couple of times the person you're doing business with might cancel the meeting because they're stuck in traffic or they're stuck in the train and they just can't make it. So even though we have Wi-Fi, we can't always make it. So there's always something happening. Whatever you do, do not schedule a business meeting on a rainy day or snowy day because literally New York City shuts down. Everywhere just shuts down and people are super grumpy when it's raining. Number 3 to remember is don't schedule meetings on Monday. So don't try to close a deal on Monday. People don't want to come to work on Monday. A lot of people, especially executives, they're traveling from New Jersey, upstate New York, Long Island, 2 hours on the Metro North, go to the office. They're really tired and they're not having it that day on Monday. And statistically, it's never even a good idea to post anything online on a Monday or Friday. Monday, they're super stressed. Friday, they're just checked out. They're going to the Hamptons. They're out of it. They don't want to have anything to do with the city. The other thing to keep in mind is be succinct and direct. Get to the point. As the KISS rule, keep it simple, stupid. So your elevator pitch, when we say 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, keep it that short. I remember I was having a meeting with a family office and it was owner of the family office. They were managing like $10 billion. It was a 30-minute meeting. I walked in and, we were chit-chatting for 5 minutes. Only chit-chat if that person initiates the chit-chat. And then I remember the gentleman said, all right, get to the point. It was very transactional. That's another thing. Business meetings seem very cold in New York City, super transactional, and especially if you have an accent, people don't have patience for that. Now, mind you, New Yorkers also have an accent. Sometimes you can't even understand their English. Their grammar is way worse in some cases than if you're studying English overseas. The key thing here is don't take anything personal. It's just that as New Yorkers, we tend to be very direct, cold. It's perceived as rude. If we do small talk, we talk about mainly sports and golf. Hey, what did you do this weekend? We're not talking about how's the family. And in some cases you do, but it's really about getting to the point, whether it's chit-chatting or actually talking about your product and services. I've done a couple of investor meetings in New York when I had a startup back in the day. And, what you wear is really important, especially for ladies. Try not to show too much skin, have skirts below the knee. Don't be too flashy, but be elegant, be classy. By flashy, I mean try not to show too much skin, not too much makeup, too much jewelry. Nude colors, beige, grays, simple colors, black, white. That always goes really well. Hair tied back. Men, always make sure to have your shoes shined. No beat up shoes you're an engineer. Sorry to all the engineers and you're just showing up to work or you just walk the dog and you have hair all over your suit. Just keep it clean, you don't have to have expensive clothes, especially if you're out of college, you may not have a lot of money, but keep it very simple. Simple goes a long way. Keep it clean, keep it direct, and that's great for doing business in New York. Name dropping. This is another one. Name dropping. What school did you go to? What club are you part of? Are you part of any social clubs like the Harvard Club, the Yale Club, Automobile Club? There's all these clubs. So people really care in New York, where you have your membership. So try to get a membership. That's a good way to also do business. It's great. I was checking coats at the Harvard Club, so there were always these luncheons, all these meetings going on, and they were fast, 30 minutes, 1 hour. In meetings, some people might be a little bit too frank or culturally, they may be too abrupt, right? And it's probably for you, it's not so great. Sometimes in New York, we just don't have manners. We're just not polite. We need to be educated. That's fine. Know that people do mean well. It's just that we have millions of people around us and And then we have, like, sometimes it's dangerous in New York when you get on the subway and then you have these tall skyscrapers. So we're constantly feeling like we're boxed in like sardines. Be clean, be presentable, keep it simple. Make fun of yourself too. Don't take yourself too seriously. People do like a good laugh. New Yorkers love jokes. They love laughter, unless it's like super serious. So try to match what people are doing. If they're laughing, cracking jokes, do that. And if you don't know how to tell a joke, that's fine too. Watch a lot of Saturday Night Live. Jimmy Fallon, he's also funny. To get kind of the culture of New York, watch his show. He's cool. I worked in a hotel and we were right by the NBC studio, so we had a lot of people coming in and out, and it's cool. Comedy's cool. You can never go wrong with making someone laugh. And so if you want to do a business with American, especially in New York City, keep these things in mind. Be direct, be funny, be presentable. Don't take the harshness or the directness in any wrong way. Don't take yourself too seriously, and always remember to keep it to the point, direct, go to the meeting on time. And hopefully this has helped you. Let me know in the comments how you've done business in New York. I'm kind of curious, and some of the best practices you can share, because we all just trying to learn here and do the best that we can every day. In the next episode, I will cover 20 common business English phrases that you must know. So stay tuned for this one.